Hello and welcome to Northern Quadcopters. This is the review now of the JJRC Elfie H47. As you can see, it's still packed nicely in its case. I've had a little bit of time to look around it. I'm just going to give this to my assistant, Foster. As we looked at on the unboxing, the quadcopter itself is very nice. I wish it would come into focus. There we go. Oh, we've lost it. Oh, the joys. Anyway, the quadcopter itself is very nice. Everything folds out nicely. And we do have a battery in, although I'll probably have to replace it at some point soon. Said that the build quality was okay. A little bit flimsy here, as you can see. So I don't know how well that would be on crash, but like I said previously, the props will just tap in if they hit an object. So if it does hit a tree or anything else like that, it will probably just come straight to the ground. Also, we'll be looking at the app, which I'll set up in a second, and then we'll take this for a little test flight. We're now looking at the JJRC app. I've already connected the quad to the Wi-Fi, so let's connect to... There we go. So if we pan around a bit, we can see out here. And then that's with the camera pointed slightly down, so I can point it all the way to the ground. There's my phone. Ready? There's Foster. And then we can point it back forward again. So, on the screen, we have a small child running past. So, on the screen, we have the controls for the quad, as you can see here. So they will go up, down, left, right, with the trim. If I press there, we can change it into VR vision. You can adjust, you can do the calibration. Hold on, I've just got to... So the calibration will be done. Let me turn the VR off. So that's for headless mode. That's for calibration. You have your gyro there, so if you did want to use the phone, that would adjust the quadcopter's rate. There, this will give it for takeoff and landing. There's my son again. But you might be able to hear in a minute if I press that will start the props. Let me stop them again. This button here will allow you to draw a path of where you want the quad to fly, which we will test today. So, without further ado, just with the phone app, let's try flying the quad.
Being recorded.
Right, after the flight we'll just have a little sum up of the JJRC H47. It's a fun little quadcopter to say the least. Loved controlling it with the G sensor control, where you tilt the controller forward, backwards. Oddly, bringing the copter backwards was a little bit like fishing at times, because you're just pulling it back as far as you can and hoping that the quadcopter actually responds and comes back, which, a little bit of lag, it does do that. I did have a moment to test the emergency stop, which is that button there, and it came down nicely. That's just when we pulled it back from over some trees, which you'll see in the footage in a second, because we've got to talk about the video. Now, what it is lacking is an SD card slot, which if you look around the quadcopter you can see that there actually isn't anything to put an SD card in. So what tends to happen is, I found the video gets a little bit glitchy, as it were. So if I show you this footage here, you'll see in a minute when we go over the trees that it suddenly jumps back into the field. Now, I'm not sure if that's just down to loss of Wi-Fi signal or anything else, but if it was recording to an SD card you'd capture everything, whereas obviously if it does get slightly out of range you're going to lose a little bit of footage with that. The actual video quality itself, you know, for a 40 odd pound quadcopter isn't actually too bad. I did love the fact that the camera tilts straight down, so we got that kind of footage that you saw there, or you can have the straight up. The motors do very well in, it was a light breeze when we flew it yesterday. I'm not sure they do as well in a higher breeze because it is quite a little light quadcopter, but all in all, for something fun to take out, especially with the case, which I also found doubles up as a bit of a launch pad. So if you don't have the flat ground, you can put the case down, put the quad on top and launch it off. Brilliant. So all in all, I'd say get out there and get yourself one if you can see yourself to do it. Oh, the only other thing I will say is if you are buying one, get some extra batteries, because it is only a 5-minute flight time, which runs out fairly fast. But if you think this little thing's flying and transmitting Wi-Fi and sending video all at the same time, it does pretty well off the small batteries it does have. So until next time, don't forget to subscribe, check out our other videos, and also look at the links below for our blog page. And I'm going to put a link to Tomtop, where we bought the quadcopter. Not affiliated with them in any way, but I did buy it off them, and it only took 2 weeks to arrive in England from China, so pretty impressed. Okay, bye bye until next time.